you guys, welcome to another video. I know it seems rather formal for us to be meeting like this in the beginning of the video. Basically, I've been getting a lot of questions about just like my overall supplement routine, which I completely understand. Especially because I post about EHPLABS and Blessed all the time, and so I feel like it is definitely helpful for you guys to see the like whole entire picture of what's going on, because it may seem like you guys just get kind of snippets and little blips of what I'm taking. So I wanted to sit down and actually talk you guys through like everything I take, why I take it, when I take it, how I take it, just to answer any questions, because I did do a supplement routine video like a while back, but that was way before I even worked with EHPLABS, and it's not very relevant now because I don't take any of those things anymore. So enough of the chitter chatter. I have 8 supplements to talk to you guys about here. I'm gonna make this as concise yet like educational and valuable as possible. I just don't want to draw it out for too long. So first product, as you guys know, is Blessed Protein. I am obsessed with this. This is a vegan protein powder, and this is the only protein powder that I currently use. I am not vegan, but I personally like to aim for vegan proteins, and specifically this Blessed Protein, because there's just less ingredients, which I personally really value, and also there's no artificial sweeteners in here, which I just personally like to kind of cut corners on those when I can. Obviously, I still ingest artificial sweeteners, but just when I can kind of avoid it, I just will. This protein is absolutely amazing. I love it. Like I said, it's vegan, gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, no artificial colorings or flavors. It just tastes so good, like especially again for vegan protein. They have so many fun freaking flavors. This one is my all-time favorite right now. I just tried it this month and I'm like obsessed. Like every time I take it, the more I'm like, I think I like this the most. Like maybe this is my all-time favorite flavor. It is so good. This is in the blueberry pie flavor. I also really love like chocolate milk and salted caramel. Also banana bread's really good, but there's so many fun flavors for you to be able to make different recipes with, which I feel like is an area where most vegan proteins lack. This protein mixes so freaking well. So sometimes I'll have it just in a shaker bottle with water, and I'm telling you guys, it is not gritty, it is not chunky, it blends like so smoothly just shaking in a shaker cup. Phenomenal. Or I usually take this in a smoothie where I'll add just like some frozen fruit, water, ice, maybe peanut butter, chia seeds, cocoa powder, just depending on what type of smoothie I'm making. And the macros are amazing. 23 grams of protein and a serving of plant protein is like really freaking good. Moving into pre-workouts, I'm just kind of gonna do these all at once just because sometimes it confuses people a little bit. So all 3 of these are essentially the same product. This is OxyShred is the name of the product, but it comes in 3 different versions. So I guess I should add, this is really good for helping to build lean muscle mass and help repair my muscles and just recover from my workout. So I take this specifically to get my protein in, help repair my muscles, help rebuild my muscles, and help with overall recovery. All right, moving back to the OxyShred. So this is a very multifaceted, multi-purpose supplement, which I feel like can confuse some people, but this essentially at its core is a thermogenic fat burner, which I know can scare some people, but all that means is that it simply helps to convert your fat cells to be converted into ATP, which is a body's preferred energy source. So that's that kind of natural energy boost and natural energy burn that I always talk about with OxyShred, because it's just a natural process that it helps to facilitate. And the thing is, like even green tea and coffee, those are even considered thermogenics because they just are simply helping to naturally boost your metabolic rate. So the difference between the 3 of these is this has added caffeine in there to help with not only have that natural energy boost of converting your fat cells to ATP, but also with the added caffeine in here as well. These also help with just boosting overall your mood, your focus, your performance in the gym. So that's why I personally like to take this as a pre-workout, but you don't have to. You can take this to start your work day if you want, because like I said, it helps with focus. You can take it first thing in the morning, like no matter what. I just like to take this personally before my workout. However, I will take this one, the normal one with caffeine, only before if I'm training before like 2 p.m. Just because I'm sensitive to caffeine. But if I'm training a little bit later in the day, I will take the OxyShred non-stim, and this is the exact same product, exact same formula, except there is no added caffeine in here. So this is still gonna help with your performance, gonna help with your focus, gonna help with boosting your energy and your mood naturally, but just without that caffeine. So I love this. And then this is just the cutest thing of the century. This is the OxyShred Ultra Energy cans. Same exact formula as this thing. So there is caffeine in here, only 180 milligrams, but it's just carbonated and fun and in like a really cute can that I really freaking love. And what I love the most about OxyShred is it is such a subtle, clean, energy boost, and it's going back to that concept of how it's naturally converted your fat cells into ATP instead of you just getting completely wired off of like a crazy dose of caffeine. Like I said, I'm very, very, very sensitive to caffeine, so this is perfect for me. It gives me a subtle boost. I feel energized, I feel happy, I feel more hyped, but I never get a crash, or I don't ever feel like super jittery or have shakes, like nothing like that. And trust me, I've experienced that with real pre-workouts, and this is not. This is very subtle, and if anything, it's kind of like after the fact where I'm like, oh my gosh, well, I just had a really good workout. Like, it's because of the Oxy Shred. It's like something super subtle, but really transformative and powerful, and that's why I love it. So these I will just mix in with water and you're good to go. This, I just drink it straight out of the can. It's already pre-mixed, like I said, and carbonated. I personally take this before my leg day, so I'm only having these like a couple days out of the week. Okay, moving into collagens. These two are very similar products, but also different. This is Aqua Collagen, flavor watermelon. Wow, it's so freaking good. I have all this stuff on my containers for some reason. This is technically a collagen supplement, but it's also paired with the hydration complex. So let me explain. This is pasture raised bovine collagen, meaning it is coming from animals, but the hydration portion is coming from coconut water, which is amazing. So there's added electrolytes in here, which you've heard me speak about a little bit, which is just really great for properly hydrating your body, because when we sweat out more than water, we're sweating out vitamins and minerals. So this is really important to help with your overall hydration, but also with getting your collagen in. Collagen is amazing for helping with your hair, skin, and nail health. That is the protein that's found within our hair, skin, and nails. I notice a big difference with my nail growth, my hair health, my glowy skin when I'm on my collagen. So I really love this when I'm wanting also just like a sweet drink and I want to drink collagen on its own. I will reach for this. However, if I'm wanting an unflavored option for me to throw into a smoothie, I always use the OxyGlow. Now this is a marine based collagen, meaning it is coming from fish scales. So this is a vegan option for you if you are vegan. There's also different collagen enhancing vitamins in here, such as vitamin A and vitamin C, which just helps the proper like utilization and absorption of the collagen that you are ingesting. And there's also vitamin K, B12, and D3, which I really love that this is just more than just a collagen. So this is really a really great wellness supplement for, you know, improving your hair, skin, and nail health, but also just giving yourself some overall essential vitamins and minerals that your body really needs. So again, whenever I'm making a smoothie, I really will always throw this in as long as I remember. So I'm having both of these about 4 to 5 days a week, I would say. Then moving into greens. Greens is a hot topic right now. So this is Oxy Greens by EHPLABS, favorite flavor, strawberry margarita. It's phenomenal. This product I'm genuinely very impressed with for so many different reasons. Not only is the taste absolutely phenomenal. Quick story, I tried a brand way before had sent me another packet of greens to try, their greens. It was awful, like, and I literally was scarred that I was like, I can't, like, I'm gonna gag if I ever try to have a different greens product again. When they first came out with this EHPLABS, I was really genuinely nervous because I was like, I don't know about this. So I was blown away. If you guys saw my initial taste test on Instagram, you know, it's so good. You will never know that it's even greens. The texture isn't, it's a little bit like you can tell it's greens, but it's not gritty as the other greens are. And I just can't get over the taste. It blends so well. Like, this product is amazing. And also the ingredients are really high quality. So a lot of these ingredients that are in here of like the green superfood blends, the prebiotic fiber, and the antioxidant blends that are in here, a majority of those ingredients are organic, which I love. I was so happy to see that. This is really amazing. I use this primarily just to help fill any nutritional gaps that I feel like it may have in my diet. If I'm really low on fruits and vegetables for the day, because usually I'm pretty good about it, but sometimes I just am like, oh my gosh, I didn't have a single vegetable today. That's when I will really reach for this. Or again, if I'm wanting like a sweet drink, I don't want water, I will drink this. Last but not least, we have a little healthy hair bless booster. I love this stuff. As you can guess, it is a little booster to help with your hair health. So all that's in here is B12, biotin, iodine, zinc, and silica, which are all really important vitamins and minerals to help with your hair health, help delivering minerals and nutrients into the hair follicle, helping prevent hair loss, all those sort of things. So I really love having this into my routine to help boost my hair health. And I have this, I aim to have this every single day, but sometimes I forget. So like 5 to 7 days a week, I will take this in the morning after I eat breakfast. And the greens I also will just have with cold water as well. Also add ice. It makes everything taste superior. All of these supplements, if you add ice, I swear it magnifies the flavor. So yeah, that is all 8 of the supplements that I will take sporadically throughout the week or so. And if you're wanting to try any of these out, which I highly recommend, and you're wanting to save 10% off, you could use code LIVEFIT10 and also will directly support me. So thank you so much if you do think of me at checkout. I just honestly really love EHPLABS and everything they stand for as a brand and their mission. So I love supporting them, and I would love if you guys supported them too. So now we're gonna go to the gym, hit some legs.
Lips like Angelina, woke up my girl, I don't even know her name.
Look at the leaves. Hello people, I feel like it's been so dang long since we've done like just a generic classic little workout voiceover. I just feel like I haven't shown you like a workout of mine in so freaking long. So it's good to be back. I'm going to run you through everything that I did today. This was honestly a brutal workout. I'm technically recording the voiceover the next day, and your girl's booty cheeks are sore. So we love when that happens. So of course, always doing my little mobility routine. This is a new one that I actually recently learned when I was trying out the Future app for the past like month or so. I don't know if you guys remember me doing that integration with them, but this is called the world's greatest stretch, and I love it. Like, it opens up literally everything. It feels so good on your hips and even on like your spine and your upper back and then your hamstring. I feel a stretch everywhere and it feels so good. This is another one that I've been liking to do as well, just to kind of open up my hips and just specifically my hip flexor, because that always tends to be really tight at like the front portion of my hip. So I've been really liking that one as well. You want to remember always to do like dynamic stretches before your workout to prep your body for movement. So as you can tell, all of these exercises are stretches that are taking our body through a movement in order to stretch, as opposed to a static stretch where you're just like sitting and touching your toes or something like that. I love that one for hip openers. This one is amazing for helping with my ankle mobility, and this exercise has been like the very reason why I've been able to increase and improve my squat depth. So I kind of will do these in like a rep fashion, and you want to try to drive your knee as far forward as you can while keeping your heel completely on the ground. So transformative. I love that movement. So for some reason, literally like all of the equipment was taken this day, even though I went earlier and I didn't think anyone was going to be there. So it beats me. But literally the only thing that was open for me to use with like for some sort of compound movement was the Smith machine. So I just decided to start there and chill there for a bit. So I did some really deep sumo squats for 4 sets. And I honestly really love doing these on the Smith machine because they allow me to really sink into the squat, and I just feel it really a ton in my glutes. So what's really important here is your foot placement. It's pretty much everything. If you were to look at me from the side, my feet and my heels are definitely out further than where my hips are when I'm at the top of the movement. The reason for that is that when I'm going down at the bottom of the movement there, I'm able to sit back, like I said, and sit really on my heels. So at the bottom of the squat, if you were to pause the video, you can see that my shins are really always remaining vertical, even at the deepest point of the squat. And that's what's really helping to get that stretch in my glutes. Always driving up through your heels. Really think about that mind to muscle connection, and my little booty cheeks were on fire with that exercise. So then I went into Smith machine step ups. These quite literally may be the hardest exercise that I could think of, and they're brutal. But for some reason, I wanted them this day, so I added them in this box. Just so happened to be there, so it was a sign from the uni. So I like to start this from like the standing position. So I like to get up on the block, lift up, and then of course turn that bar outward to unlock the Smith machine. And then I start from the standing position. The key here is to really minimize momentum, and that's what really makes this exercise so dang hard, because it's such a big range of motion. There's a really big stretch, so there's a ton of time under tension. However, if you really rush this and go really fast when you're lowering and raising in the movement, it's not going to feel as tough. So really going slow is what makes it challenging. So in order for me to do that and eliminate momentum, I really like to drag my toe along that box to allow me to lower slowly and then also raise slowly. I try my best to not really push off that back leg, and I try to only push up through the heel that is on the box. But sometimes my back leg toe gets a little happy, a little springy. But again, same thing, you want to sink back and down into that little lunge motion. My knee is still stacked over my ankle as well. The foot placement is again important, because if your heel is too close towards like the back of the box,
you're not going to feel it as much in your glute because there's not going to be a big of a stretch. So try to have your heel about right underneath your knee. And again, when you're at the bottom of that movement, you're going to want to kind of have a vertical knee for the most part. Then I moved into some hip thrusts. As you guys know, I couldn't do a leg day without it, and this decline bench finally opened up, so your girl pounced at it. So this is a little complex. Okay, I did this for 3 sets. I did 10 normal hip thrusts into 8 B stance hip thrusts on each leg. This was definitely inspired by my previous video from the workout that I did by College Clean Eating. This makes my booty burn, and I think this is why I'm sore. I get such a good pump as well. It's amazing. So I'm doing significantly less weight here, but again, because we're trying to do 26 reps in total, so that's why you want to lower the weight a little bit. And with the B stance, all that means is you're kind of kicking one leg out at a time to isolate one cheek at a time, if that makes sense. However, some people like to kick their leg out and have it be resting on their heel. I like to have my both feet completely flat, or else my shin of the foot that's kicked out tends to burn, so I just like to have both feet flat. Then I did one final set of 15 of just good quality reps. Still moderate weight here. I'm not going crazy heavy. My max out is about like 315. So I really was just still focusing on quality reps to finish out that for the 4th set. Excuse me. Then I did some RDLs because I was feeling it, and I always get questions about how I use my wrist straps, what I'm using. So I'm not using gloves, they are wrist straps. So it's a little wrap that goes around my wrist, and then you tie like the little flappy things, I don't know what to call them, around the weight, and they just help with being able to grip the weight, especially because my legs are a lot stronger than my grip strength. So in order for me to properly challenge my legs with doing the weight that I want to do for the amount of reps that I want to do them, I really enjoy using these wrist straps to help me hold the weight up for that amount of time. So like I said, RDLs, I really felt like doing these. You always want to push your hips back. Think of pushing your hips back as opposed to you just bending over. That's going to be the real key. I'm keeping a slight bend in my leg to protect my knee, but the goal here is to really get a big stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes. So that's why you can even picture someone with both hands on the side of your hips and pulling your hips back towards them in order for you to then have your torso fall over. Always keep a neutral spine, a nice flat back, your neck in line with your spine, and always driving up through your heels, and keep those dumbbells really close to your legs. You want them grazing your legs the whole entire time. Then I finished off with a drop set. I did like 6 rounds of this for some lateral work to help round out our bootylicious booty. And so here I started off with like 150 pounds, I want to say, for 20 reps. And then I dropped it 2 clicks down to 130. I did that for 12 reps. Then I went down to 110, did that for 12 reps, then to 90, did that for 12 reps, and then I think I ended on 70 pounds, but I did that for like 20 or 25 reps to completely burn out. I was feeling leaning forward this time. My advice with this machine would be to play around with your body position and see where you feel it best, and just today I was preferring to lean forward, and that's where I was feeling it more. I also like to think of it as I'm pushing on the outskirts of my heels and sweeping my knees out by contracting my glutes.
Alright dudes, that is it for this vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing another workout from me. I definitely recommend going to try it because like I said, I'm freaking sore today from it. 10 out of 10, super well-rounded session. It felt phenomenal. It was like the perfect amount of hard. Highly recommend. I also hope it was helpful to see all the different supplements that I take throughout the week or so, just to give you a greater perspective and so you know what each supplement does, why I take it, all that good stuff. Also, if you're looking to book a one-on-one coaching call with me, I am still offering those, so that will be linked down below in the description box if you want to chat with me to talk over your goals or any advice that you need or anything like that. And yeah, stay tuned for the next vlog because basically, long story short, I last minute decided to book a trip. We're hitting island life again, so stay tuned. And I literally booked it like 72 hours before I'm supposed to leave, which is tomorrow. So we're just full on sending it. And at first I was nervous about it, but now I'm like so freaking excited. So stay tuned, it's gonna be really exciting. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sending you so much love and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.